Before Sunday, put vinegar here and abundance will find you. Buddhist teachings. Have you ever felt like something in your space just isn't right? Like the air is thick, the energy is heavy, and no matter how much you clean, something unseen still lingers. What if I told you that the answer isn't in doing more, but in doing something different, something intentional? Before Sunday arrives, there's a powerful ancient practice you can try, simple, humble, yet deeply transformative. It uses nothing more than vinegar, salt, and mindfulness, but it could open the door to something greater. Clarity, renewal, even abundance. This isn't superstition. It's spiritual housekeeping rooted in Buddhist-inspired teachings and passed down through quiet traditions. It's about shifting the energy that surrounds you, and, in doing so, shifting the energy within you. In today's video, we're diving into the vinegar ritual, not as a chore, but as a sacred invitation to begin again. If you've been feeling stuck, scattered, or spiritually out of sync, this may be exactly what your home and your heart need. So, take a deep breath and stay with me. What you're about to learn may feel simple, but it could change the way you start every week. Number 1. Vinegar, the old way to renew. The vinegar ritual is more than a household trick or an old tale passed down through generations. It's a quiet but powerful form of spiritual housekeeping rooted in deep ancestral wisdom. While it may appear simple on the surface, involving nothing more than vinegar and a few intentional steps, its strength lies in the energy it shifts, the emotions it clears, and the space it opens for new blessings to flow in. This tradition, often carried forward by wise grandmothers, spiritual healers, and everyday caretakers of the home, speaks to something deeper than just cleanliness. It is a soulful practice of resetting the energy around us. Vinegar, though widely known as a kitchen staple or cleaning agent, carries with it a remarkable spiritual potency. In many ancient traditions, it is revered as a natural purifier, something that doesn't just remove dirt, but dissolves emotional heaviness, clears stagnant vibrations, and refreshes the air of a home, allowing life to breathe in again. And yet, its true magic doesn't come from the vinegar alone, but from how we bring ourselves into the ritual. This sacred practice rests on 3 key foundations: how you perform the ritual, when you choose to do it, and the emotional state you bring into the moment. Each one plays a vital role in unlocking its deeper meaning and effectiveness. The way you apply the vinegar isn't just about cleaning, it's about intention. You're not simply wiping surfaces. You're gently tending to the places in your home that absorb and hold onto energy the most: doorways, corners, windows, and entry points. These areas act like emotional sponges, and with calm, focused care, your touch becomes a form of silent healing. However, no matter how well you follow the physical steps, the ritual won't truly work unless your heart and mind are fully present. If you're rushing through it or emotionally closed off, the energy won't shift. That's why timing is so important. It's not only about doing it on certain spiritual days, like Sunday, when many believe energy is more open. It's also about tuning in to the rhythms of your life. When you've been through emotional heaviness, confusion, or conflict, that's a natural moment to cleanse and reset. When you match this timing with mindfulness, when you breathe deeply, slow down, and become aware of each movement, you create something much greater than a routine. You create a sacred pause, a chance to begin again with clarity and intention. Rituals, after all, are not about superstition or magical thinking. They are reminders that everything carries energy. Just like dust settles on our shelves, energy settles in our homes, and when left unattended, it can create a sense of heaviness or disharmony. But when we approach this ritual with a clear heart and calm presence, we become active participants in transforming our environment. A mindful vinegar ritual becomes a conversation between you and your space, a way of saying, I see you, I care for you, and I am ready for something new. That's why one of the oldest truths whispered through this tradition is vinegar is only a channel. You are the one who decides what it carries. Whether it is heaviness you wish to release or abundance you wish to invite in, the key lies in your emotional alignment. If you enter the ritual with kindness, openness, and trust, what returns to you is not just a cleaner space, but a clearer path forward. So before Sunday comes, take a moment to prepare not just your ingredients, but your heart. Let this ritual be more than a task. Let it be a return to presence, to peace, and to the quiet power that lives in the everyday when we treat it as sacred. Number 2. Why you should do the vinegar ritual before Sunday. Just before Sunday arrives, we enter a special window of time, a threshold not marked by clocks or calendars, but by a quiet shift in energy that many overlook. This moment holds an invitation to pause, to reflect, and to gently prepare ourselves for the cycle ahead. In Buddhist-inspired thinking, and in many other wisdom traditions, time is more than routine, it's a living rhythm. Sunday, often seen as the start of a new week, actually carries a much deeper symbolism. It is a moment of spiritual renewal, like the soft reset of our inner compass. The energy of the past week begins to fade, and something new stirs gently at the edge of our awareness. If we tune in, we can feel it, the chance to let go of old burdens, stagnant thoughts, and emotional clutter that no longer serves us. And this is why performing a cleansing ritual before Sunday isn't just about superstition or tradition. It's about aligning ourselves with this natural, subtle shift. By making a small, intentional effort like wiping the front door, placing a bowl with vinegar and salt in a quiet corner, or simply letting fresh air flow through our space, we're participating in a quiet act of spiritual housekeeping. It's a gesture that says, I honor this transition, I welcome clarity. And in doing so, our homes transform into spaces that reflect our willingness to be renewed. The bowl of vinegar isn't magic on its own, but it becomes powerful through our mindfulness, through our readiness to release negativity and open space for blessings to enter. Our environment holds energy, and when we interact with it deliberately, it responds. These simple acts become like silent prayers, whispered not just to the universe, but to the part of ourselves that longs for peace, purpose, and fresh beginnings. The key is not the object or the ritual itself, but the timing and the intention behind it. Timing, in this case, acts as a doorway. When we act just before Sunday, when energy is naturally shifting, we're not forcing change, we're flowing with it. That's when the practice becomes alive, becomes real. We're not hoping for abundance to stumble upon us, we're creating the conditions for it to come freely. And this is the heart of the teaching, that small, conscious actions done in harmony with time and nature carry far more power than we often realize. So as each week comes to a close, don't let it slip by unnoticed. Use those quiet moments before Sunday to recalibrate, to reconnect, to clean not just your home, but your heart. It's in that still space, between endings and beginnings, where wisdom can speak and abundance can find its way to you, quietly, naturally, and without force. Number 3. Cleansing ritual by space. 1. The entrance, your home's energetic gateway. Before Sunday arrives, take a quiet moment to stand at the entrance of your home, not just as a habit, but with fresh eyes and a deeper awareness. This space, often passed through without a second thought, is in truth the energetic gateway between your inner world and the world outside. It's where unseen forces gather, where the mood of your home begins to take shape. Just as the eyes are the windows to the soul, your front door is the mouth of your home's energy. It receives, filters, and sometimes deflects what tries to come in. When this area is left dull, cluttered, or energetically neglected, It doesn't just collect dust, it collects the stagnant weight of yesterday's emotions, stress from the outside world, and even unconscious resistance to new opportunities. This is why many ancient teachings, including those in Buddhism and traditional Eastern practices, view the entrance as sacred, a place that should be honored and tended to regularly. When the entrance is respected and cleansed, it begins to act like a guardian, a spiritual filter that decides what can enter and what must stay out. Instead of being a forgotten corner of the house, it transforms into a space of intention, welcoming in joy, clarity, and abundance. To begin this transformation, prepare a simple but powerful cleansing mixture: warm water, white vinegar, a pinch of coarse salt, and a few drops of lavender essential oil. Each ingredient serves a purpose: the vinegar to dissolve lingering negativity, the salt to purify, the lavender to soothe and uplift. As you mix them together, hold your intention gently in your heart, letting it rise like warmth from the center of your being. Begin to slowly clean the door, the threshold, and the floor around it. Move deliberately, not out of duty, but as an act of devotion. This is not about scrubbing away dirt. It's about washing away emotional residue, mental clutter, and unseen heaviness that's built up over time. As you clean, let your actions be a meditation. Silently speak the affirmation, "Only what strengthens me is welcome here." This is more than a phrase, it's a boundary made of calm resolve, a spiritual declaration that your home is a sanctuary, not a dumping ground for chaotic energy. Words carry vibration, and this one tells the world and your own subconscious that you are choosing peace, protection, and presence over noise and confusion. You may find, as many others do, that the space feels different almost immediately. The air might feel fresher, your own breathing may deepen, and even your pets, those sensitive little beings, may begin to nap in peace near the entrance. That's because the energy has changed, and life responds to balance. Doing this ritual before Sunday is especially meaningful. In many traditions, Sunday symbolizes renewal, clarity, and spiritual light. It's a day that marks both an end and a beginning, the closing of one week and the soft unfolding of the next. By cleansing your entrance before Sunday, you are aligning with this natural rhythm, clearing the way for abundance not just in material form, but in peace of mind, harmonious relationships, and emotional well-being. What you're really doing is reclaiming authority over your space. You're saying, "This home reflects the clarity I seek. This space holds the peace I choose." And in that declaration, subtle yet profound, lies the power to shift everything. If you've made it this far, you're already opening the door to abundance through ancient wisdom. Comment "Vinegar of Abundance" below to show your commitment to welcoming prosperity into your life before Sunday. Don't miss a moment. There's more powerful insight ahead rooted in Buddhist teachings that can shift your energy and attract the blessings you've been waiting for. Stay with us until the end. 2. The bathroom, a sacred space of release and renewal. Before Sunday arrives, there's a quiet invitation waiting within the most private room of your home, the bathroom. Though often thought of only in terms of practicality, this space carries deep energetic significance. It's where we quite literally release what our bodies no longer need, but it's also where we subtly release our emotional weight. It's the place we retreat to when the world feels too loud, where we've silently cried behind closed doors, gathered ourselves in solitude, or stood face to face with our own reflection in moments of vulnerability. This makes the bathroom a sacred chamber of transformation, where the act of letting go happens on many levels. But because so much emotional residue passes through this space, it can also hold on to it. Without regular energetic cleansing, the bathroom may begin to feel heavy, dim, or strangely unsettling. It may not be obvious at first, but over time it begins to affect your mood, your clarity of mind, and even your quality of rest. Just like a sponge, the bathroom absorbs stress, anxiety, grief, and fatigue, especially through its drains, which serve as both physical and energetic pathways of release. To bring balance back, you can perform a simple yet powerful cleansing ritual that not only refreshes the space but renews your spirit. Mix together white vinegar, coarse salt, and a few drops of eucalyptus essential oil, each ingredient chosen with purpose. The vinegar purifies, the salt neutralizes emotional residue, and the eucalyptus brings clarity and breath back into the space. As you begin cleaning, do so with mindful awareness. Pay special attention to the tiles, the hidden corners, the toilet, and most importantly, the drains. These are the gateways through which heavy energy tends to accumulate and stagnate. Move slowly, gently, as if you are wiping away not just surface dirt, but the layers of emotional buildup that may have silently taken root. As your hands work, allow your heart to be involved. Repeat to yourself, or softly aloud, the words, "I release what no longer serves me." This phrase isn't just symbolic. It sets in motion a deeper letting go, one that your body, your heart, and even your unconscious mind can respond to. Once the space is cleansed, mark the shift with a quiet act of light. Light a small white candle, not for decoration, but as a living symbol of clarity, renewal, and inner warmth returning to the space. This single flame reminds you that even in places where we release and retreat, light can be invited back in. Many people who have honored their bathrooms in this way report noticeable shifts, not only in the energy of the space, but within themselves. Some feel tears flow freely, others release tension they didn't even realize they were holding, and many speak of a surprising peace that lingers in the days that follow. Over time, this simple practice can lead to better sleep, emotional steadiness, and even a gentler relationship with oneself. Because by treating the bathroom not just as a utility, but as a place of sacred renewal, you honor the deep and necessary human process of letting go. And in doing so, you make space quietly, patiently for something more loving, more peaceful, and more aligned to flow in. 3. The bedroom, a sanctuary for rest and emotional restoration. Before Sunday approaches, take a few mindful moments to turn your attention to one of the most intimate and emotionally charged places in your home, your bedroom. While it may seem like just the place where you lay your head at night, the truth is that your bedroom is a silent witness to your inner life. It holds your most personal thoughts, your quiet worries, your late-night reflections, and the emotional echoes of every restless night or heavy sigh. In the soft stillness of this space, your hopes linger, your stress settles, and your energy either finds peace or becomes further drained. Over time, the bedroom absorbs the residue of unresolved emotions, grief, loneliness, anxious thoughts, tension from unspoken words, and all of this builds up invisibly like emotional dust. When that weight accumulates, you may find yourself tossing and turning, feeling unsettled in the very space meant to restore you. If you've been waking up tired, sensing discomfort, or feeling inexplicably uneasy in your own room, it could be that the energy around you is mirroring what's been left unprocessed within you. To lovingly shift that energy and renew the sanctuary where your body rests and your spirit recovers, begin with a simple but deeply intentional cleansing ritual. Create a mixture of warm water, white vinegar, coarse salt, and a few drops of chamomile essential oil, an herb long associated with peace, emotional healing, and gentle sleep. Each ingredient plays a specific role. The vinegar helps dissolve stagnant energy, the salt purifies and neutralizes emotional residue, and the chamomile brings a soft sense of calm and reassurance. As you begin to clean, focus on the areas that hold the most emotional charge, the walls near your bed that hold the vibrations of your sleep, the windows which act as portals of energy flow, the headboard and bed frame that cradle your body each night, and the corners and baseboards where energy tends to collect and linger. Move slowly, not with haste or frustration, but with intention, like you're washing away not just physical dust, but the emotional buildup that your room has silently held for you. As you cleanse, softly repeat the phrase, "I deserve to sleep in peace." Let the words flow not just into the room, but into your own heart. Let it be a quiet affirmation, a gentle reminder that your rest is not a luxury, it is a necessity. You are allowed to feel safe, to let go, and to sink deeply into healing sleep without the weight of yesterday pressing against your chest. As an added layer of energy clearing, place a small glass of water near your bed with a spoonful of white vinegar and a pinch of salt. Let it sit overnight. This simple mixture acts like a sponge, drawing in the remaining heaviness you may not even realize is there. In the morning, discard it far from your home, pour it out with the silent intention that what it absorbed no longer belongs to you. People who practice this ritual often describe feeling a quiet shift, deeper sleep, fewer disturbing dreams, a clearer mind, and a sense that their bedroom has become lighter, more restful, even more sacred. This act of mindful cleansing is more than a chore, it's a declaration of self-respect. You are saying, "My well-being matters, my peace is worth protecting." And when your bedroom becomes a true sanctuary, not only does your sleep improve, but your emotional resilience, your clarity, and your overall balance begin to flourish too. Number 4. Supporting ritual. The vinegar and salt glass. Now, let's talk about something simple you can do before Sunday that can quietly change the energy of your home, a small ritual using just a glass, some white vinegar, salt, and water. You might be wondering, how can something so ordinary make a difference? But here's the truth, this little ritual isn't just about ingredients, it's about awareness. It works as a silent energy sensor, a way to reveal what your space may be holding onto, even if you can't see it or explain it. Think about the moments when a room just feels off, like there's a heaviness in the air, or something you can't quite name is making you uneasy. This ritual helps make the invisible visible. All you need is a clear glass, one you won't use for drinking after filled halfway with water. Then, add 2 tablespoons of pure white vinegar, followed by a generous spoonful of coarse, natural salt. Don't stir it. Just let the ingredients settle and do their work. Carefully place the glass in the area of your home that feels the most dense or emotionally cloudy, maybe the bedroom where you've been tossing and turning, the entrance where people come and go, or that hallway that just seems to hold on to silence a little too tightly. Leave it there, untouched, for 24 hours. Make sure no one disturbs it. This stillness is part of the process, allowing the energy to move toward the container without interference. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. After those 24 hours, take a close look at the glass. What do you see? If the water looks clear and the salt has gently settled at the bottom, your space is energetically calm and clean. But if you notice white stains, cloudy bubbles, or salt creeping up the sides of the glass, that's a sign that stagnant energy has been drawn in and is being absorbed. And in more intense cases, if the glass cracks or breaks on its own, it's a strong signal that the room was holding energy too dense or heavy to contain. It's rare, but it does happen, and when it does, it's a powerful message that something has been released. So why does this work? Across cultures and generations, the combination of salt and vinegar has been used not just for cleaning, but for spiritual cleansing. Salt is known to purify and ground energy, while vinegar dissolves tension and emotional residue. Together, they create a kind of mirror, not a mirror for the eyes, but one for your environment, reflecting back what your home might be holding in silence. This isn't about superstition, it's about sensitivity and connection. Many people who try this report feeling a physical response, like a deeper breath, a sudden need to open the windows, or even a gentle wave of emotion rising to the surface. That's your body aligning with the shift in energy around you. You're not just cleaning your space, you're clearing space within yourself too. So let me ask you, what are you holding in your home that you didn't realize? What has settled into your corners, your walls, your air? This simple practice gives you the answer without words. And here's the lesson. Energy speaks in silence. When you take time to listen, to observe, and to care for your space with intention, you're also caring for your inner world. You're reminding yourself that peace is not something we wait for, it's something we create, gently and deliberately. So, before Sunday comes, try this. Let it show you what's been lingering, and more importantly, make room for what's ready to arrive: clarity, calm, and the kind of abundance that begins with inner balance. Still with us? That means something in your heart is ready for a shift. Before Sunday comes, try this powerful practice with vinegar and watch how the flow of abundance begins to change around you. Type "ready for blessings" in the comments if you're open to receiving. There's more life-changing insight ahead, so don't click away just yet. Number 5. Bonus practices to amplify results. Once you've completed your cleansing rituals with intention, don't stop there. This is just the beginning of nurturing a space that not only looks clean but feels alive, peaceful, and truly supportive of your well-being. Just as we maintain our physical health with consistent habits, the energy in our home also needs gentle, ongoing care. The space you live in holds a quiet conversation with your emotional and spiritual state, and every small ritual you do sends a powerful message to both your environment and your inner self. As the Buddha once said, "With our thoughts, we make the world." And this includes the world within the walls of our own home. One of the most effective ways to sustain this shift is through the use of sound. Playing soft, calming music or healing mantras isn't just for ambience, it's vibrational medicine for your space. Whether it's the steady hum of Tibetan singing bowls, the serenity of soft piano, or sacred chants repeated gently in the background, these sounds carry a frequency that helps recalibrate energy. Sound is one of the oldest forms of healing. It clears the air like a breeze clears clouds, and it brings stillness to the restless parts of the mind. Think about how you feel when you walk into a space filled with soothing music. The shoulders drop, the breath deepens. That's not a coincidence. That's energy responding. To deepen this feeling, light a white candle after your ritual. The flame, soft and pure, is more than just a source of light. It's a spiritual symbol that has stood the test of time. A white candle represents clarity, purity, and sacred protection. When you light it, do so with awareness, and as the flame flickers to life, speak or think an intention such as, "This flame holds peace, and peace now fills this home." You don't need to leave it burning for hours. Even a few minutes of mindful illumination is enough to anchor your space in light. Fire has long been seen as a bridge between the physical and the spiritual, transforming what is unseen into warmth and guidance. As the candle glows, it's like sealing your home with a layer of emotional calm, a reminder that every moment is a chance to start again with peace. Another deeply grounding practice is walking through your space with sacred incense. This isn't just tradition, it's ancient wisdom in action. Across cultures, from Buddhist temples to indigenous ceremonies, incense has been used to shift energy and prepare the mind for mindfulness. Choose natural cleansing scents like sage, rosemary, lavender, or Palo Santo. As the smoke curls into corners, around door frames, and across thresholds, speak to your space as you walk. I welcome what supports me. I release what no longer belongs. These words are not merely affirmations, they are energetic instructions. Let the smoke carry your voice into the space, turning your home into a sanctuary with every step you take. And in this process, remember the words of Thich Nhat Hanh: smile, breathe, and go slowly. Because energy moves best when we are gentle, when we are aware, and when we let sacred repetition do its quiet work. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to overlook the importance of the unseen. We clean what we can touch, but what about what we feel? These rituals, music, light, and sacred smoke, are not about perfection or performance. They are about honoring your space, your presence, and your peace. They're about stepping into Sunday, and every day that follows, with a clearer mind and a lighter heart. So here's the message to carry with you. Your home doesn't need to be grand to be sacred. It just needs to be cared for with awareness. When you treat your space like it matters, you remind yourself that you matter too, and in doing that, you naturally open the door for more harmony, more clarity, and yes, even abundance to find its way in. After the cleanse, real actions that invite prosperity. You've done the work of clearing your space. Maybe the incense has faded, the clutter is gone, and you can finally breathe a little deeper. That shift you feel? That's the beginning, not the end. Cleansing is like tilling the soil, it breaks the surface. But the true transformation begins with what you plant afterward. This moment you're standing in is not empty, it's sacred space, ready to be filled. But the question remains, with what? Prosperity, in all its forms, emotional, spiritual, financial, does not rush in just because things are tidy. It arrives when it senses harmony, when it feels invited, and most importantly, when your actions align with your intentions. The key now is to move forward, not with grand gestures, but with simple, genuine acts that speak louder than any words. I am ready, I am open, I am in alignment. And this readiness must be lived, not just spoken. Start by planting seeds of goodness. In the teachings of Buddhism, what you offer to the world echoes back to you in unseen ways. You don't have to make a big show of generosity. Small, sincere actions matter. Give someone your time, your patience, your help. Even silent forgiveness is a form of giving. It releases not just the other person, but yourself. Set aside a small portion of your income, no matter how modest, for someone in need or a cause that speaks to your heart. You might not see the fruit immediately, but goodness has its own rhythm. Just like a garden needs care before it blooms, these tiny seeds of compassion quietly build a life full of peace, connection, and grace. Keep watering them. Then, once you've given, pause and acknowledge what you've already received. Gratitude isn't just polite, it's powerful. It changes the way your energy moves through the world. It's easy to want more, but the gateway to more is found in appreciating what's already here. Start your day by listing 3 things you're truly thankful for. Keep a little journal, not of goals or tasks, but of gifts: the smile of a stranger, a moment of silence, a free cup of tea. These might seem small, but together, they shift your focus from what's missing to what's working. And where attention goes, energy flows. Gratitude is not just an attitude, it's an energetic signal that tells life, I see the good, I welcome more. But as you invite the good, you must also protect your peace. Prosperity struggles to grow in the company of heavy, toxic energy. So take a look at your emotional circle. Who lifts you? Who drains you? Not every relationship is meant to last forever, and sometimes the most compassionate act is creating space. You don't have to cut people off with cruelty. You can gently limit time with those who dim your light and reinvest that time in relationships that restore your spirit. Like any ecosystem, your inner world depends on balance. To thrive, your heart needs nourishing soil connections rooted in respect, honesty, and shared values. Next, make space for what you're calling in. Energetically and physically, we must clear room for the new. That might mean letting go of objects that no longer serve you, or dedicating a corner of your home to your future, your goals, your dreams, your vision. Write it down, speak it aloud, act on it weekly. These don't have to be big leaps. One drawer cleared, one goal written, one small step taken. It's not about speed, it's about signaling to life that you are available, that you are willing to partner with the process. Action, no matter how small, bridges the gap between intention and manifestation. Finally, no, this isn't a one-time ritual, it's a new way of being. Prosperity is not a guest that arrives because you asked once. It's a presence that stays because you've created a home for it through your choices, your consistency, and your care. Make these actions part of your lifestyle. Give regularly, receive humbly, protect your time, honor your truth. This isn't about being perfect, it's about being present and real. As the Buddha said, with our thoughts, we create the world. But with our continued action, we shape what that world becomes, day by day. So as you move forward, remember this cycle: clean, align, act, receive. Let your home reflect your intention. Let your life be the evidence that abundance isn't magic, it's mindful. It's not reserved for the lucky, it's cultivated by the ready. And it's not fleeting, it grows when nurtured, one quiet, intentional step at a time. And so, as Sunday approaches, may your space and your spirit be cleared, renewed, and ready to receive. Remember, abundance is not something we chase, but something we prepare for with presence, care, and quiet intention. If this message resonated with you, please support The Journey of Wisdom by liking this video, sharing it with someone who may need it, and subscribing to the channel. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you won't miss our upcoming teachings and rituals rooted in ancient wisdom. Until next time, take a deep breath, tend to your space with love, and let peace begin right where you are.